Angry guy here, and a female karate black belt gets dominated and humiliated by an untrained scrub. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. A female karate black belt gets dominated by an untrained scrub. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video, and shout out to the Chow Time Pod. What's up with the voice? Nope. She looks exhausted. He's like,
if she's a black
barely
belt,
doing
then I
anything.
guess I can just pull up to her gym and get one myself. And I know there's a clear weight and gender difference, but this man has got no idea how to fight, and he just made it look like he was trying to swat a mosquito.
Welcome back to Showtime Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Arako TV. Female black belt still gets beat by untrained man. Sometimes it's not about skill. Sometimes you just get overpowered. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Is the seat taken?
Yeah, kinda.
What's your PR?
295.
No, that's not that good.
I'm in the middle of the set.
That's okay. Carry on. You can carry on.
I don't know if my girlfriend would like that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever.
Rejected.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Whether it's a prank or not, if he did this to her, there's only one place he's going.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
What are some challenges as a guy, would you guys say?
I've been on dating apps since I turned 18, and they're very discouraging, to say the least. I don't get a lot of action from girls, and I feel like there's endless options for women, whereas for me, it's just always been a challenge.
I feel like no guy would be saying that. Like, we're not talking about why girls have so many options. I feel like that was a little telling on themselves. Like maybe they got options, like, and they try to like push the suspicion away.
I actually dance too. I don't like to perceive it as feminine because I go to a liberal arts school where it's kind of popular to do that, but I just started doing it this last year. It gives me a space to just kind of...
I can't. Her voice is tripping me out with her face. Yes, what a really cute young face, but that voice, holy cow, guys.
let loose, I guess, because I'm in a frat, so it's a little awkward for me sometimes.
Yeah.
What frat are you in?
Delta Tau Delta.
All right, yo, vote that dude off, chick or slash dude, and then end the game after that. Vote
You didn't
him.
get into the frat, did you?
Vote
You
him
didn't
or
get a
her
bid?
off.
You didn't get a bid, did you?
Trust me,
You're
I don't need to get into a frat.
mad, you're mad.
Imagine playing this game with a non-binary, whatever gender you feel like, pronoun police. They go mad.
Were they white?
No.
Were they black?
No. Color doesn't matter, you bigot.
Were they fat?
That's body shaming. Sorry.
What did they look like?
A human. That's who you're getting from me, you pig.
Okay, witness says we're looking for an angry, BO-smelling, pink-haired dog with a nose ring over.
Filter keeps misgendering me. Look. No. No f***ing way. No way. Okay, we're gonna try this. Hell no. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
It knows you're a man.
Okay, let's try again.
Yeah, this donut definitely needs Michael.
Get some help.
Don't want to give birth or get your period? Be a man.
Can this replace a man?
Can this replace a woman?
This is the craziest divorce of all time, and the internet can't decide who to support. Back in 1994, Gabriel met Christina at a party and they really hit it off. They ended up getting married even though she was 30 years younger than him. They were happily married for 20 years, but one day Christina decided that she wanted to get a divorce. But when she went to her lawyer, she was shocked to hear that she was already divorced from Gabriel 20 years ago. And this is because 4 months after their marriage, the couple went to the Dominican Republic for a vacation. And Gabriel divorced her there because that's the only country where one party can file for a divorce without informing the other party.
Sensational.
And he says that he did this because he knew that Christina would divorce him and try to take all his money.
Someone said she wanted to play a long game and she lost.
You played yourself.
Let's be honest, she'd have probably never even looked in his direction if he wasn't rich, which is probably why he did what he did. But what's the point of marrying someone that you know is only with you for your money? If you feel like you got to deceive someone or you're being deceived, they're probably not the one for you.
You see, here's the thing. You have to understand, a lot of these old dudes, they were in business for a long time. And what they realize that is, when you're going on even on a date with a woman, it's really just an interview. You're interviewing her to decide if you want her to be in your life and engage in what's essentially become in modern day times long-term prostitution. So, this guy wasn't going to allow this woman to take half of his wealth, half of everything he had worked very hard to acquire over the course of his life. Instead, he basically planned ahead. He did his research, even that those were in the days before we had the established internet. And he took care of business like a real champion, like a real boss. And I'm absolutely on his side. I made a post where I said that it kind of grosses me out when I see a young guy in his 70s with an old woman in her, 40s and older. And some guys were like, "Oh, I don't care what you think." But really, I was just trying to be a little funny about it. But at the same time, illustrate that it's much more natural for a man who's older to be in a relationship with a woman who's younger, because when you get into a relationship, even with a woman who's in her 40s, even if she looks really good, you have to understand this woman is set in her ways. She is set in her ways and she is only looking to get her bag. You have a much better chance of finding a woman who is younger, who is more realistic about life, and who's willing to settle for something that's realistic, versus an older woman who just wants you for her money. She's just trying to get her bag off you. She's just trying to take advantage of you. And it's hard to hear that, but that's the truth. There's a guy named Ross Jeffries, I think that's his name, and he was like one of the original PUAs, and he basically said this 30 years ago, that there's no such thing as love. There is no such thing as love. These women are just out here trying to get their bag, and men have to be aware of this and basically develop strategies to deal with this. By the way, this game looks really fun, doesn't it? Some good footage. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's just unbelievable that a lot of young men still today think that they're going to go and find love in this world. No, you're not. The best you're going to do is find someone that aligns with your goals and your aspirations, and that wants to support you as you work towards those things. Someone that's on your plan. There can't be two bosses in the relationship. It doesn't work like that. You have these women who say that we're queens, but really what they mean to say is that they are kings, because they think that they will dominate in the relationship. You don't have a king and a queen are not equal. Let me make that very, very clear. A king and a queen are not equal. The king if you have a king, the king is actually the more powerful person in the relationship. Typically, in a monarchy, the king is the most powerful person. Okay, I mean, here's where things get very interesting. Even if you look at the English Empire, when you have a queen, they don't call him the king consort. He's called he's still referred to as the prince, because a king would imply that he dominates over the queen. And you look at that video from earlier where this guy was going up against this black belt karate woman, and he basically dominated. He dominated her. He humiliated her. And she's like, "Aya, aya, aya, kia, kia, kia," like a little kid like in karate school, and he just being like thrown around. It was like, this guy was a scrub. This is a scrub. Let's be real about it. This kind of guy would be dominated and humiliated going up against a real guy. But going up against a chick, look at what happened. Like, this woman is a trained black belt, an experienced so-called fighter, And most women in the UFC, they would never ever think about trying to go up against a trained UFC fighter. But this woman thought that she was going to go up against a man, and look at what happened. And I actually had this conversation with a woman years ago. She was a black belt, and I said, so you could like you could toss guys around. She goes, actually, no. Even though I'm a black belt, it's not going to happen. The strength disparity between a man and a woman is just too great. She literally said that to me years ago. She legit, and this was like a feminist woman, rude little feminine, like she was kind of rude, but she said this to me, that she knows that she can't take a man on. She knows that she cannot take on a man. But here you have this lady. She thought she was going to take on a man, and there's a saying that mess around, find out. And she messed around and she found out. And this guy was not even going at it. She was exhausted. She was completely winded. She was giving it her all. And this guy looks like he wasn't even like trying. He was just moving around. Like this was like going up against a child. He would have had a better workout against a young boy, like a boy that was trying to challenge him, and but this is a joke. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Female karate black belt gets dominated by an untrained scrub. What do you guys think regarding all of this? I want to hear your thoughts. And you can check out the full video linked at the Chow Time Pod in the description. Shout out to Chow. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away and share.